Hello and welcome student. So today we will continue exercise 3b of ratio and proportion of advanced maths. In my last video I did up to question number 8. So we will continue from question number 9. So question number 9 is given. So the question is given, these four terms are in proportion. So you have to show that A, B, C, D are also in proportion. So let's start. So what can you do? So you will write them in proportion. 6a plus 7b ratio 6c plus 7d is proportion to 6a minus 7b and 6c minus 7d. They are proportion. Okay. Now we'll cross multiply. So if you cross multiply 6a plus 7d, try to write in bracket. If you take this one to the other side, it will become 6c minus 7d is equals to, again here 6a minus 7d, in the bracket you take to the other side, it will become multiply 6c plus 7d. Okay, now we'll multiply. I'll do it directly. Now we have to multiply this term with this term. So what we'll do, we have to multiply one by one. First you multiply this one with this term. So right here, if you multiply this one with this, so 6 6 are 36, a into c, AC. What sign is here? Minus sign. So we'll write minus. 6 7s are 42. A into D, AD. Similarly, next you will multiply this term with these two term. So 7s, this will be plus sign. 7 6 are 42. B into C, BC. Plus minus minus. 7 7s are 49. B into D, BD. Okay. So similarly we will multiply that one also. So if you multiply this one with this, 6 6 are 36, A into C, AC. Plus sign is here, 6 7s are 42, A into D, AD. What sign is here? Minus sign. So we will put minus. 7 6 are 42, D into C, you can write CD. Minus plus, it will be minus. So 7 7s are 49, D into D. Sorry, this is B, okay? This is B. So 7 6 are 42, this will be BC. And 7 7s are 49, B into D, BD. Okay? Now what we'll do? We'll try to add all the like terms. AC, there is no AC. So you try to bring all the AC term to the left hand side. So 36 AC, if you bring this one, this will get cancelled. This 36 AC, and in the right hand side also 36 AC, you can cancel directly. Okay. Minus 42 AD, here it is plus 42 AD, so the sign is different. So if you bring it to the other side, it will become minus 42 AD. So we'll keep, we'll write minus 42 AD. Try to bring this one to the left hand side, it will become 42 AD. Okay. Next 42 BC. 42 BC, here minus 42 BC. Here minus 49 BD, minus 49 BD. You can cancel this one also. You can cancel it. Now try to take this one to the right hand side. Is equals to, here minus 42 BC. Take this plus 42 BC to the right hand side, it will become minus 42 BC. Now this will become minus 84 AD, and this one also will become minus 84 BC. Minus minus cancel, 84 84 also cancel. What will remain? AD equals to BC. Now what we will do? You try to bring this B to the left hand side. It will divide, right? And take this C, D to the other side. So C by D. So they are in proportion. Therefore you can write A ratio B is proportional to C ratio D. So our next question is given, if A plus B plus C plus D into A minus B minus C plus D is equals to the product of these two terms, then you have to show that A ratio B proportional to C ratio D. You have to show that. Okay. So what shall we do? So see here is A plus B, here A minus B. The first two terms will compare. Okay. Here again it is given A plus B, it is given A minus B. Okay, so we'll try to bring this term to the left hand side and take this term to the right hand side. So in that case, what will happen? You can write a plus b plus c plus d. So you bring this one to the left hand side, it will become a plus b minus c minus d. Okay, similarly in the right hand side it is given a minus b plus c minus d. Try to take this one to the right hand side, it will divide. So you divide it a minus b minus c plus d. Okay, next what you will do? How many terms are here? 4 terms. So you try to convert them into 2 different groups. So let me write a plus b in one group and plus c plus d in another group. Okay, similarly this also we can bring. So we can write a plus b. What sign is here? Minus, and here also it is minus. So if you take into bracket, it will become plus, because minus plus it will become minus. Okay, so as soon as you take the bracket, okay, the sign will change. Similarly in this case, you try to change into 2 different group, plus c minus d in the 2 different group. Okay, here a minus b, and here minus sign is here, right? So minus, so definitely the sign will change. This will become minus c minus d. Minus minus it will become plus. Okay, now you see this follow which formula? It follows componendo and dividendo formula. Okay, let me convert and write it down. This will become a plus b and c plus d. Similarly here also it will become a minus b and c minus d. This follows componendo and dividendo. So what do you do? If you remove componendo and dividendo, it will become this one. Why you see here? Now what is componendo and dividendo? If you add the denominator to the numerator, it will become this, right? And if you subtract the denominator from the numerator, it will become this, and that is called componendo and dividendo. Now again you see here a plus b and c plus d, and here a minus b and c minus d. So you try to exchange this one again. So it will become a plus b by, if you bring it here, it will become a minus b, and take this one to the other side, it will be in the numerator, and this will be c minus d. Now again you see this also follow componendo and dividendo formula. Okay, so here also removing componendo and dividendo. Now here also you see you can write a by b equals to c by d. Why? If you add the denominator to the numerator, you will get this one, and if you subtract, then it will be, you will get a minus b. Similarly in this case also, if you add the denominator to the numerator, you will get this one, and if you subtract the denominator from the numerator, you will get this one. So and that is called componendo and dividendo, and this is what we have to show. Okay, so our next question is given: if a ratio b is proportional to c ratio d, then show that this is equals to this. Okay, so let's start. So let a ratio b is proportional to c ratio d be k. Okay, let's assume these two are constant. Fine. So what we'll do, we'll compare a b is equals to k. So if you take this b to the other side, it will become a equals to bk. Similarly, if you compare cd with k, so c will become dk. Okay, this is 1, this is 2. Fine, we got the value of a equals to bk and the value of c is dk. Now we'll try to prove left hand side is equals to right hand side. So first of all, we'll write left hand side. What is left hand side? A square plus ab plus b square by c square plus cd plus d square. So you just replace the value of a and c in this ratio. Okay, so what is the value of a? A is bk, so we'll write bk whole square plus ab. A is bk into b plus. So instead of b we will write b square. Similarly, in the denominator, what is the value of c? C is dk. So we'll write dk whole square plus, this is cd, so dk into d plus d square. So we'll write d square as it is. Okay, next part we'll do. This will become b square k square plus this will become b square k, and this will become, this is as it is. Next, this will become d square k square plus this will become d square k plus this will become d square. Okay, now we'll see what is common here. B square is common in every case, so you will take out b square. So what will be inside? That is k square plus, if you take out b square, what will remain? K will remain. If you take out b square, what will remain? 1, because b square into 1 is b square. Okay, now here what is the common? D square. So take out d square, what will remain? Here it will be k square, and here it will be k and plus 1. So this and this term are same, right, in the bracket, so we can cancel this part. So what will remain? B square by d square. So this is the value of this ratio, right? Now we have to find the right hand side. So in the right hand side it is given, right here it is given a square minus ab plus b square and c square minus cd plus d square. This is given, fine. So in this case also we'll change the value of a and c. So what is given? A mean bk, so bk square whole square minus bk into b plus b square. Similarly here, what is the value of c? C is dk, so we'll write dk whole square minus c is dk into d plus d square. Now we'll see, if you convert this one, it will become b square k square minus this will become b square k plus b square. Similarly, this one will become d square k square minus this will become d square k plus d square. Now what is common here? In this, b square is common, so we'll take out b square. What will remain in the bracket? K square minus k plus 1, fine. Similarly, in this case also d square is common, so k square minus k plus 1. Okay, now again you see this term and this term are same. What do we get? B square by d square. In the left hand side also we got b square by d square. In the right hand side also we got b square by d square. Therefore, left hand side is equals to right hand side. Okay, so we'll start question number 12. It is given if A ratio B is proportional to B ratio C is proportional to C ratio D, so that A ratio B is proportional to A minus B cube ratio B minus C whole cube. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll let A ratio B equals to B ratio C equals to C ratio D equals to K, all are constant term. Okay, it is just like the previous question, fine. So we'll start from the last. Okay, what we'll do, C by D equals to K, so C will become dk. Okay, this is the first one. C, the value of C will become dk. Next we will compare with B by C equals to K, so B will become ck, and you know that the value of C is how much? dk. So instead of C we will write dk into k, so this will become dk square, fine. So this is the another value of B, fine. Now we have to find the value of A. So A by B equals to K, so the value of A will become BK. Now what is the value of B? That is dk square. So instead of B we will write dk square into k, so the value of A will become dk cube. So these are the three value of A, B and C. So you got A equals to dk cube, B equals to dk square and C equals to dk. Okay, these are the three value of A, B and C. Now you have to show that the ratio of A ratio D is proportional to this part. So left hand side it is given A ratio D. Fine. So we'll just put the value of A. What is A? A is given dk cube and the value of D it is not given, so we'll write D. So D cancel, so what you will get? D cube. So the ratio of A ratio D is k cube. Similarly in the right hand side also the ratio of these two should be k cube, then it will be equal. So we'll start right hand side. Right hand side it is given A minus B whole cube ratio B minus C whole cube. What is the formula of A minus B whole cube? That is A minus B A square plus AB plus B square. Okay, and here B minus C, so it will become B minus C into B square plus BC plus B square. Right. Now you just replace the value of A, B and C in this ratio. So what we will do? What is A? A is dk cube minus B is dk square. Now here A is dk cube whole square plus A is dk cube into B is dk square plus dk square whole square. Okay. Similarly in this case B is dk square minus C is dk. Here dk square whole square plus A B is dk square into C is dk plus C is dk, so dk square. Fine. Now we'll find the value here. Dk cube minus dk square, dk cube whole square, so it will become d square k to the power 6 because power will multiply, 3 to the 6 plus d into d square and k 3 and 2, this will be 5, d square k 5 plus here it is dk square whole square, so this will become d square k to the power 4. Okay. Similarly in this case also it will become dk square minus dk, so dk square whole square, so this will become d square k to the power 4 plus this will be d into d square and k cube plus this will be dk square, so d square k square. Fine. Next what we will do, we will try to find out the common terms. So from here what is common? D and k square, so minimum is k square, right? So dk square if you take out, what will remain here? Only k will remain. From how many k was here? 3k, so if you take out 2, so 1 k will remain minus from dk square, if you take out then it will remain 1. In this case you see what is common? D square is common in every case, so d square and k to the power 6 is the highest and k to the power 4 is the lowest, so you take out k to the power 4. So how many k will remain? Out of 6 if you take out 4, k square will remain plus here it will remain k and this will be 1. Similarly in this case what is common? dk is common, so if you take out dk, here k will remain minus here it will be 1, and in this case what is minimum? D square is minimum and lowest of k is k square. So if you take out k square from 4, if you take out 2, then k square will remain plus k plus it will be 1. Okay, now you see this term and this term we can cancel, this term and this term we can cancel, this square d square cancel, dd cancel. Now what will remain? K square and k 4. So it will become k to the power 6, and k into k square it will become k to the power 3. So if you cancel, how many will remain? 3 will remain. So k square. Therefore left hand side is equals to right hand side. This is quite lengthy but very interesting, right? We'll move to the next question. So our next question is given, if A ratio B is 1/2, B ratio C is 3/4, and C ratio D is 7/6. We have to find the ratio of A, B and C. Okay, so what we'll do, first we'll write A ratio B is given 1/2, and here it is given B ratio C is given 3/4. Now you see what is common in this both the ratio. B is common. In this first ratio B is there, in the second ratio also B is there, so we have to make the value of B same. Okay, so what we'll do to make the value of B, we'll find the LCM of B, that is 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is how much? 6. So it will become value of 6, B will become 6. So you have to multiply with 3 here, and here also 3, so it will become 3. Now the value of B is 6, right? LCM is 6. So with what number we have to multiply? With 2. And if you put 2 here, you have to put 2 here also. So this will become 8. Fine. Now it is same. Now you see the value of A is 3, B is 6. In the second case also B is 6 and C is 8. Therefore A ratio B ratio C is equals to 3 ratio 6 ratio 8. Next is given A ratio C ratio D. Okay, now you see the gap between A and C, that is one gap is there, right? So what to do here? First we have to find AB. AB is given 1/2 and BC is given 3/4. Now here you see B is common again, so the LCM of B will be how much? 3 to the 6. So write B is in the denominator, here you write into the numerator, it is 6. Fine. So 2 3 is 6, so here also you have to put 3. So 3 into 1 is 3. So 3 how many times is 6? 2. 3 2 is 6. So here also you have to put 2. So this will become 8. Fine. Now you will see, to get AC, the ratio of AC, you need the ratio of AC. So what you will do? AB into BC, if you multiply you will get AC, right? So what is the value of A? AB is 3/6 and BC is 6/8. So if you cancel, you will get A ratio C is 3/8. Clear? Now again you have to find C ratio D. C ratio D is given already 7/6. Now you see what is common in these two. What is common? C is common, right? So here the value of C is 8, here the value of C is 7. They are not same. So to make it same, we have to take the LCM of these two. The LCM of these two will be how much? 56. So we'll write here 56 in the denominator. Here also you have to write 56. Now what you do? 8 how many times? 7 times. So if you put 7 here, here also you have to put 7. 3 7s are 21. So 8 7 how many times is 56? 8, right? So here also 8. So 6 8 are 48. Therefore A ratio C ratio D is how much? A ratio C ratio D. So 21 is to C is 56 and D is 48. So this is how you have to do. Fine. Let me do Roman number 7. So here it is given 1/B ratio 1/C ratio 1/D. Okay, these are the ratio. So first we have to find what is B, C and D. So to find B, C and D, we will compare these two. So B by C is given 3 by 4. With what number you have to multiply? We'll keep it as it is, C by D, 7 by 6. Now what is common in these two? C is common, right? So you have to get the same value for C, right? So the LCM of these two is 28. So you write down 28 here. So with what number you have to multiply? 7. So here also 7. 7 3s are 21. Similarly, this will be 28, right? Because the LCM of C is 28. So 7 how many times? 4 times. So if you put 4 here, here also you have to put 4. 6 4s are 24. So the ratio of B ratio C ratio D is given 21 is to 28 is to 24. Fine. So now you have to find the ratio of A ratio B 1 by C ratio 1 by D. It will be how much? Just write down 1 by 21 is to 1 by 28 is to 1 by 24. Okay. We move to the next question. Next question is given. Ratio of the present age of Aditya, Punit and Sonit are as follow. So ratio of Aditya and Sonit is 5 is to 7. Aditya age and Punit age is 2 is to 3. So what do you have to find? Among the three, who is the youngest and who is the oldest? If Aditya age is 12. Okay, the age of Aditya is given. So we'll write first is given 5 is to 7. The ratio of Aditya age and Sonit age is given 5 is to 7. And the age of Aditya is given how much? 12. So you just write down 12. 12 by Sonit age is equals to 5 by 7. So you just cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, it will become Sonit age into 5 is equals to 12 into 7. Fine. So what will be Sonit age? If you multiply, this will become 84 by 5. If you take this 5 to the other side, it will divide. So 84 by 5. So how much? If you divide 16 4 by 5 years. The age of Sonit age will be 16 4 by 5 years. Okay. Now you have to find the age of Punit. Now in the next case, it is given Aditya age, the ratio of Aditya age and Punit age is 2 by 3. The ratio of Aditya age and Punit age is given 2 by 3. Now we know the age of Aditya, that is 12 by Punit's age, that is 2 by 3. Now if you cross multiply, how much you will get? Punit's age into 2 equals to, if you cross multiply, it will become 36, right? 12 3s are 36. So Punit age is 36 by 2, that will become 18 years. Okay. So you got the age of all the three. Aditya age is given 12 years. Then Sonit age is given 16 4 by 5 years, and Punit age is given 18 years. So who is the youngest and who is the oldest? So Punit is the oldest and Aditya is the youngest. So still 4 more question is left, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So if I continue here, the video will be very lengthy. Okay. So I'll try to make another video for question number 15 to 18. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.